What's up guys, AJ here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the commission splits and cap at eXp. So commission splits and caps can be a little confusing at brokerages because I often find they make it complicated because they don't want you to know what all the fees are, what the splits truly are. At least that's been my experience. I mean, at my previous company, they say it's a 70-30 split because there's a 6% franchise fee that's also there, so it really makes it a 64-36 split, right? So I just want to make sure that it's very clear what eXp's commission splits are so you understand and you can make a decision if it might be a good switch for you or not. So right off the bat, eXp has an 80-20 split. Now what that means is if you get a $10,000 commission check, eXp is going to keep 20%, so $2,000, and you get $8,000, which is pretty good. So at my last brokerage, because like I said, it was a 64-36 split, I would have only kept $6,400. So that's a $1,400 difference. That's a big deal, right? And then the cap. So most companies actually don't even have a cap. Like I was just talking to a Coldwell Banker agent yesterday who's looking at coming over to eXp, and they don't have a cap at all, which is crazy. I mean, like at the level that they were selling, they're paying in like $100,000 a year, which is just like mind blowing to me. It's like, come on, is a real estate company really offering that much value where you'd pay in $100,000 a year versus like our cap, which is 16? I mean, maybe, maybe not, but I would say probably not, unless you're at eXp, but I'm a little bit biased, so don't listen to me. I'm just kidding. I mean, honestly, I would pay $100,000 a year to be at eXp because to me it's worth it, but I know a lot of agents it wouldn't be worth it. And definitely at Coldwell Banker, I can't see it being worth it to any agent because they don't have stock, they don't have rev share, but this video is not going to get into that. So back to the cap. So at eXp, we have a $16,000 cap. What that means is once you pay in $16,000 into the company, which is actually $2.66 million in volume at a 3% commission, that's when you would pay in the 16, you cap. At that point, you're 100%, meaning you keep 100% of the commission. There's no split. But what happens once you cap, aside from getting $400 worth of stock, which is awesome. I mean, pretty cool, right? So when you sell your first house, you get $200 worth of stock every year. This is every year, guys. So you sell your first house, you get $200 worth of stock. When you cap, you get $400 worth of stock. So that's awesome. But the other thing that happens when you cap is you get a transaction fee on every transaction thereon after. So for the next 20 transactions you do, there's a $250 transaction fee. Now this is pretty cool because you have the opportunity to become an icon agent with our company. And once you become an icon agent, you actually get your entire $16,000 back in stock. That's pretty cool. I mean, at the big conferences like eXpCon and shareholders, they do special icon lunches, this amazing lunch. It's free. All these top producers in the room, and there's usually speakers. It's really, really awesome. I got icon agent my first year, so I always get to go to those, and I love it. Amazing icon agent's a huge honor. I just don't get it anymore because I don't sell anymore. I just help grow the company and help agents sell more houses. So once you cap and sell another 20 houses, and as long as you attend both our conferences and you give back to the company, you get all $16,000 back. You actually get $2,000 worth of stock for each conference that you go to. If you don't go to those, then your icon award would actually only be $12,000, for example. So if it's a little unclear of how you qualify for icon agent, just shoot me an email and I would love to help with that. Once you sell an additional 20 houses, your transaction fee actually goes to $75. So there's actually a cap on the transaction fee of $250 as well. So then you have an ongoing transaction fee of $75. So that's it, guys. That's the commission split. That's the cap. For me coming over from KW, I was saving a lot of money, especially because I was an icon agent, got all that stock back. I mean, that stock, I got it when it was around like $3 a share. Now it's worth around $9 a share. So instead of paying in $16,000 into a company, now I have stock that's worth, let's see, that'd be about $48,000. Pretty good, right? Not to mention the revenue share that you're able to earn as an eXp agent. That's a huge part of the model and one of my favorite things. It actually allowed me to sell my real estate team and focus on growing the company and coaching agents to help them grow their businesses, which is what I've always wanted to do. I've always loved coaching, training, and helping, and now revenue share allows me to live the life that we're living. It's allowed us to create financial freedom just about 14 months after joining the company. So a lot of benefits that you get with the splits, the cap that we have here at eXp. One thing that I truly believe is that you should not switch companies solely based on splits and cap. That should not be the sole reason. However, it should be part of the consideration. I always hear brokerages that typically charge a lot of money say that, it's based on the value, it's based on the value. Well, yeah, when you're telling your agents it's solely based on value, well, yeah, that's kind of self-serving because it's getting them off of thinking they're paying you so much money to, well, hey, I'm getting this over here. But it needs to be part of the consideration, and you really need to look into what the value you're getting is. Just for example, when I came over to eXp, it was about a $20,000 difference in savings when I considered the stock I got back. Yeah, I was getting value at my brokerage for sure. And if you haven't heard my story, I was not looking to switch. I was super happy where I was. Great company, still a great company. I was not looking to switch. But when you look at a $20,000 savings, or the example I was sharing earlier, the agent who's paying in $100,000 a year, which would pay in like 21 here, so they'd be saving about $80,000 a year. But let's just use my example, $20,000 a year I was saving when I came over here. What can you do with $20,000? How much value is your broker giving you right now? So if you do the math, or if you want to do a broker comparison, I actually have a spreadsheet that I put together that will compare your brokerage to eXp with your numbers. We'll plug them in. We can do a Zoom, we can do a phone call, and we can work out those numbers. $20,000 pays for a full-time real estate coach, weekly coaching. It pays for maybe $20,000 worth of leads. It pays for a part-time US-based assistant, or it pays for multiple virtual assistants from the Philippines. Amazing having a virtual assistant. I love my virtual assistant. I actually just hired another one. They make about $600 to $650 full-time. And this is like what teachers and dentists make in the Philippines, and they're college educated. So that would pay for, that'd pay for like 3 full-time virtual assistants and a half, so a part-time virtual assistant. I mean, guys, there's a lot you can do with $20,000. So you just got to really kind of peel back the curtain, really analyze your business, see what value you're getting. Obviously, I made the switch to eXp. It was the best decision of my business life ever, for sure, hands down. Don't regret it. Exceeded all expectations. So if you're interested in having a conversation about it, I'll have my email in the description and on the screen. And also, if you're ready to join eXp and these videos have been helping you and you would like to get started, then go ahead and apply. There will be a link in the description as well. But if someone sent you this video, of course, and if you're already talking to someone about eXp, go ahead and name them as your sponsor for sure. But if you don't have a sponsor, I'd love to be your sponsor. I'd love to help you build your business. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. If you stuck all the way to the end, that means a lot. If you could subscribe, that is also really cool, because then you'll get all future videos. All right, guys, we'll see ya.